Well, g'day everybody and welcome to Fergie's Tackle Talk. This week we're going to do a snelled knot. So a snelled knot is a brilliant knot, particularly on a circle hook, and it's very good. I will tie two hooks together here for you and do a double snell as well. So with a snell knot, so I've got my hook, I've got my Gamakatsu here, and I've got some line there which you should be able to hopefully see being yellow. Quite simply, cut off the piece of line you want. So say if your line lead is going to be 800 mil or a metre long, you cut that off. Go through the top of the hook so that the line is sitting down along the shaft and just hold that there. Now this is the most important thing where a lot of people make a mistake. Take note of where the eye bends back around on your hook, because it is a bent-eyed hook, so it comes around here. There is a little bit of a sharp edge in that corner. Do not wrap onto that. So on the Gamakatsu they bend to the right, so I'm going to start my wraps on the left. So my line is through holding. Take my line, go around there. As a rule of thumb, I'm just wrapping around and around tightly against the shaft. What I'm doing there, it's normally going to be about 12 or 14 turns. Ideally that you're back in line with the point of your hook. So I've got that there now, I've wrapped around, I'm holding it tight. Take my tag end, the other end here, and go up through the bottom. Make sure you come up through the bottom, guys. Do not go through the top of the hook. And then, there it is, a little bit of lube and pull it up. It's one of those knots, once again, that the more you pull, the harder it gets. So that is a simple snelled hook. Snelled on, very good way of doing it. What the snell's good for though, is when I want to fish in winter, particularly for early season snapper, I want to fish two hooks and I fish suicides. It's the only time I fish suicide hooks for my snapper. This is in a pair of circles. So I've got my first hook tied on. I've just simply slid another hook down on that line now, and I've spaced them at about probably 80 mil apart, which is what I would do for a pilchard or a small strip bait or a squid strip. Once again, get my line from the opposite side to where the hook is folded back in, and doing a wrap around the shaft, wrapping that up and down. I would wrap that 13, 14 times around the shaft. I said ideally till I'm down in line with the point of the hook, hold it, take my tag, go back up through the top of the hook, so through the bottom of the hook again, never through the top, and pull it up. And that has joined two hooks together. That is what we call a snelled hook rig. That would normally be tied with a pair of 4.0 suicides for the winter snapper and early season snapper. When that water's a bit cold and they're a bit finicky, you'll want to be using the suicide hooks. So two hooks like that. And now I can put a squid strip or a pilchard, one through the nose, one sitting in the shoulder. Always make sure there's a bit of slack line between your two hooks. Never have that line tight between your hooks and your bait, or it will cause your bait to spin. So there you go. That's a snell hook and a double snell. I hope that's helped you. Thanks for watching Fergie's Tackle Talk.